Hi everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video it's going to be the introduction of the Solaris. Now of course, before we dive into it, please make sure to subscribe on my channel and turn on the notification to all notifications so that you will not miss an upload or stream from my channel, and of course hero updates. Now without further ado, let's go jump straight into the introduction of the Solaris. And as you guys can see, Solaris around here has 14,789 HP. The armor is not that bad, 141, and as you guys can see, the movement speed of the Solaris alone is 75. So basically it has the same movement speed as that of a rifleman, at least at rank 22. Now the cost is 1,000, so it's not really that bad, and the production time is 73 seconds, so more likely 1 minute and 13 seconds, which can be reduced by using vehicle production boost or a common production boost. Now the command points that it requires for you to have the Solaris is 12. Okay, now of course we see here the uranium at the top right hand corner, just below the currency of gold and credits. You will need to use for uranium for the Solaris in order for you to use it. Okay, and so we jump straight into the skill. Okay, wait, let's go ahead and change the settings for a bit. Okay, and go to English and so on. Okay, so yes, we see here the EM strike. Okay, this is the active ability, and as you guys can see, it's like a pulse of laser in a straight line, destroying everything in its path. Okay, and so releases a powerful stream of charged particles 2 cells wide. Okay, so everything in 2 cells in a straight line can actually be destroyed or be damaged by this skill. Okay, dealing great damage to all land surface naval targets in the line of fire at a distance of up to 13 cells. Alright, so that's not a joke. 13 cells is a huge range. Alright, now the ability cooldown is actually 85.7 seconds or 1 minute and 25 seconds point 0.7. Alright, the damage to armor 1, so like infantries, is 6,143. Damage to armor 2 is 9,981. That mainly applies to light vehicles such as coyotes, armadillos, hammers, and so on. Okay, now the armor 3 damage is devastating, as you guys can see, 15,356. Now of course the activation distance is like 13 cells, so it's like more than the cells of a construction yard. Alright, so that's ridiculous. That's actually nice. The targeting time is 1 second, so he need to somehow stay still for like 1 second to activate the skill. Alright, the stream width, or yeah, the skill width, alright, is 2 cells. Alright, so yeah. Now we move next to Chain Lightning. Now this ability is actually very, very nice, okay? So, it hits up to 4 enemies near the main target with a chain lightning. The damage dealt is reduced by 5% with every consecutive hit in a chain. So basically, you lose 5% of 2,999 given that it's an armor 3 or 3, like Jaguars and Zeus or something. So the first target hits with a full damage and then 5% less as it jumps to another target. Okay, the skill activation distance is 8 cell. Explosion radius, wow, it also has an explosion radius of 0.7 cells. Chain lightning hit distance is like 3 cells, so whenever a unit is 3 cells apart, it can actually be hit by this skill or a passive skill. Okay, now the consecutive hit damage reduction is 5% as mentioned above, and chain lightning jump count is 4, so it can hit up to 4 targets as mentioned here. Alright, now the targets that it can hit includes tanks and sea units or navy units. Okay, so we're gonna have to test that out on infantries later on. Okay, now we jump straight next to the weapon. Okay, we got the special 2.0 weapon system. Wow, that's actually a good thing. Okay, now the damage to armor 1 is 1058. Damage to armor 2 is 2874. And damage to armor 3 is 3177. And the range. Okay, so we basically have a hero that can actually outrange most of its counter, such as the Jaguars, okay, armadillos, and so on. Okay, so yeah, it has 9.5 range. It can be enhanced with a vehicle attack boost or common attack boost. Now the rate of fire is not really that bad too. It's 30. Accuracy is also good. 83.6 on stationary, meaning it's if it's not moving. And if it's moving around or on the move, it has the accuracy of 81.5. And the explosion radius is also not a joke. 1.30 is actually nice. Plus, if you activate the or if you force fire onto somehow a chameleon and it hits something within the chameleon, everything or 4 targets within the chameleon can be hit by the passive ability. Okay, so yeah, and then of course we go into the headquarters. You need HQ level 4 for you to unlock the level 3 X facility. Okay, so you need to have level 3 X facility in order for you to have the hero Solaris, okay, on HQ 4. Okay, and so we dive straight into testing it out, or weapons demonstration. Alright, so give me a bit. Okay, now we go straight into weapons and skill demonstration. Okay, now we're only going to use the Solaris for this demonstration around here, and we're gonna have to try and wipe out the infantry that is in the middle of the map. Okay, let's see how this plays out. Okay, alright. So you see the active ability also works on infantries. Oh, the passive ability, that is. Okay, now of course infantries are not gonna cut it versus the Solaris, as you guys can see. Easy peasy. And yeah, there goes. And again, the passive ability. Oh wow, look at that. Those snipers just evaporated. Alright, 1 shot, 4 kills. Okay, there's like a new word for that. Okay, and we're gonna have to demonstrate the skills. Okay, so we're gonna have to get into a position, put it on hide mode, and of course, in order for you to use the skill and gain the benefit or the maximum potential or the maximum damage that you can deal around it, you need to be in a good position or in a good angle to launch the skill, because everything that is in front within 2 cells in a straight line gets destroyed, as you guys can see right there. Okay, and so of course the units are going to chase out whatever that is targeting it. Okay, and so yeah, and if you also noticed, guys, the weapons of the Solaris can also rotate in a 360 degree. Okay, so it does not matter where he's facing, he can actually fire on the move. Okay, so yeah, there's no limit of the angle of his weapon. It can rotate 360. Okay, there goes. Ooh, you see the passive skill right there. Okay, even force firing, as long as you hit something with the force firing, it will definitely activate the passive skill as long as it is finished cooldown. Okay, and so we're gonna have to try and annihilate this quad of the resistance. Okay, and of course, as you guys can see, those guys are not gonna cut it. Okay, he's not gonna be able to. I mean, those guys, that army is not gonna cut it versus the Solaris. He can simply run away and outrange them, because the range of the Solaris is again 9.5. Okay, so you can just run around with a speed of 75, similar to that of a rifleman. Okay, so that's actually very fast. Okay, and as you guys can see, the cannons alone deal tons of damage. Okay, it can deal tons of damage, as you guys can see. Alright, so yeah, given its durability, it's actually very good to use the Solaris as a lone wolf. Of course, do not forget the anti-air. Okay, so pair him up with the Typhoon. since of course his weakness is avia, or aviation, mainly cyclones, dragonflies, anything that can fly. It is his greatest weakness. Okay, now let's see here. We're going to use a vehicle attack boost to enhance the range, and as you guys can see, the weapons are not a joke. Okay, so man, bam, and everything in a straight line just evaporates. Okay, so yeah, there goes, and I can literally destroy this AI, or this actually this resistance base alone with just the Solaris alone. I can literally do that if not for the Hawks or Avia. Now keep in mind guys that the Hawks are, yeah, it is actually effective, but it takes a ton of Hawks for you to take down the Solaris. Okay, given that it doesn't have any air defenses or any supporting units beside it like Typhoons and so on. Okay, so yeah, it can literally destroy an army of units alone. Okay? Again, I state that alone. Okay. So yeah, there goes. And we're going to try to have the Solaris go on the ocean. Okay, and see those Hawks, you know, trying to be annoying. Okay, and we're going to use the Solaris on the ocean, and we're gonna have to try and deal damage on the Navy side of the map, because he can actually go on the water or on the ocean himself, because he is floating around or hovering. Okay, so yeah. So this guy right here is a pure offensive guy, and he's not a glass cannon because he is very durable. He doesn't have any defensive stats for passive or active or anything like that. He has huge armor pool and HP pool for that. Okay, so he can literally tank, and he can also deal damage, a ton of damage, that is. Okay, we see here the Albatross dying to just 4 Typhoons. Not you know, that's not that's nothing strange. Okay, and so we're going to use the Solaris there. Okay, we're going to have him positioned around here. Okay, and there goes the alligator, so we're gonna have to see his performance versus an alligator. Keep in mind guys that the naval strike boost on the Solaris whenever he's in the ocean, yeah, he's on the ocean, it's not going to work, so you can just use common attack boost or vehicle attack boost for this. Now, of course, those alligators are not going to be able to fire back because he's not using a naval strike boost, but if those alligators are using a naval strike boost, he can fire back at the Solaris, okay? But keep in mind that they both almost has the same range, as the Solaris has 10.5 with the vehicle attack boost, okay? And the alligators has like around 11.5 or 10.5. I'm not exactly sure. I forgot at this point. Okay, now you see here the naval platforms are not firing at the Solaris. The naval platforms are rendered useless because the Solaris is hovering above the water, not actually, you know, like not on the surface of the water. So yeah, he can literally ignore platform or defensive platforms there. Okay, so those are useless. You need naval units whenever Solaris is around. Okay, and of course Barracudas are not gonna cut it too. So Barracudas are not gonna be useful versus the Solaris alone, and bam! Wow! As you guys can see, 3 naval platforms down and just a single skill. Ta-da! Very, very useful skill, so do not underestimate the Solaris just because he doesn't have anti-air. He's a pure... man, he's a pure savage when it unleashed. Okay, so you just have to find a good angle for you to use the skill in order for you to destroy anything that you can. Okay, now that's it for this demonstration. We're gonna jump straight into the actual gameplay. Okay, and here goes the actual gameplay, and of course, you know, I don't want a friendly fire because whenever I use the active skill, I'm, you know, whenever, wherever or whenever there's like a unit in front of the Solaris, whether it's friendly or enemy, it will take damage from its active skill. So we're gonna have to use the Solaris on the ocean for this actual gameplay. Okay, you can actually use it on land as well, okay, but you can actually place him on a different angle so that he will not hit friendly units in front of him in case you use the active skill. Only if you are using the active skill, okay? Not normal, regular attack. Okay, and so we're going to produce some Vikings along with the Solaris to make things faster. Okay, we're gonna have to position him. And he can also collect containers on the ocean. Okay, so for tournament battles, like Nautilus, you can actually use the Solaris so that you can collect the containers on the ocean. Okay, plus you can actually ignore the Barracudas whenever there are Barracudas. You know, whenever your enemies has Barracuda. Okay, we're gonna have to somehow get into a position to siege the enemy base from the ocean or from the land side of the map. Activating the shield, we're gonna have to use the Seraphim's ability, and of course the Solaris is gonna go on solo on the ocean side because he can literally destroy those alligators and torpedo platforms alone. Okay, he can destroy it again alone. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to do just that here. And yep, we're going to proceed with the attack. Everything is going according as planned. And now there goes those alligators are showing themselves. Now of course, this resistance right here is actually attacking from all sides there, from 3 sides, front, side, left and right. So yeah, we're gonna have to try and micro our unit so that we don't lose a unit right there. Okay, and so of course we're going to use of course the Seraphim as well, along with the army, because of course I don't want to hit friendly fire whenever I use the active skill. Alright, here goes. Solaris is again of course going to dish out damage to those alligators since he can outrange them, okay, without a boost. Okay, and as you guys can see, you always have to place your units on hold. My mistake right here, my bad, that's my bad. Okay, so there goes. And 2 Vikings are here. We're gonna have to somehow eliminate everything that we can eliminate right here. Those Barracudas are not gonna do a thing, as I mentioned earlier. The torpedoes are not gonna work out. The missiles may actually hit the Solaris, but that seems impossible given that the Solaris keeps moving around. Okay, so you literally cannot hit him. Okay, and so again, we've annihilated most of the units of this resistance player right here. Okay, and next is up, we're gonna have to destroy and devastate him on the ocean side as well as on the land, and we're gonna have to go barge into the main entrance as most of the defenses and the units has already been annihilated. Okay, here goes. Man. So yeah, there goes. Okay, we're going to use the Solaris yet again to go on land because there's like a shore right there. Now keep in mind guys that there's like, if there's no shore, you know, like a land where he can go above it, he cannot go above, okay? So yeah, similar to that of the Delta, you need some sort of sand, you know, like that beach before you can actually go on land. So it also applies on the Solaris. Okay, so yes, there goes, and we're gonna have to annihilate this resistance guy right here. Okay, nothing really crazy here. It's been so easy. Okay, very, very easy. Man, those alligators were almost like, I don't know, you know, I don't know. The alligators are not a good answer for him, and he can literally outrange a gun tower without a boost by using a gold attack boost. Okay, he can outrange the gun towers. And here's a demonstration. Okay, I placed Seraphim in front of the Solaris and I used the active skill. The Seraphim got destroyed. Okay, and it severely damaged the Cerberus. It almost killed the Cerberus itself with the active skill alone. Now you can actually use the Solaris, given that there's like a lot of surface area. You can actually use him for that purpose. And so yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, go on ahead, smash the like button, and of course do comment down below as to what are your thoughts into this video. Likewise, don't forget to subscribe, turn on notification, right, to all notifications. Likewise, thanks for watching. Have a great day and good luck with your battles.